What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I know I'm coming at you a few days late about the Packers-Lions game. Watched it, saw my Lions beat up on the Packers. Loved it. I felt so alive. So alive. That I wanted to talk about something, and that is at the end of the third quarter, Jordan Love threw a 45-yard bomb that was caught, but it happened after the quarter had ended. I believe it was the third quarter. Yeah, after the quarter had ended. So the quarter went to 0-0, and the ball got snapped and thrown, and they gave it to them. And the issue with this is twofold. The game is not being played at that moment, so nothing counts. They were talking about when you look at the play clock, and if you're going to give them a delay up game penalty, then they look up, and usually there's a split-second difference there. Well, that's fine, because the game is going on, right? The clock is running. What the game clock is showing is what sliver of that game do you own. And so it's not the game is over, the game hasn't begun, or the game is going on. The play clock is just simply, are you in your allotment? I think of it as like chess. When you see those professional chess players playing, and they've got the little clock there, and they hit their button, click, and it raises the plunger for the other good person. And then they make their play and they hit it back. That's just counting possession time, essentially. Just making sure that you're not taking up too much time, that you're not just sitting there on your decision. And the same with the play clock, that you're not just sitting there winding the clock down, right? You got to get that ball off. But that is all happening within the game itself. When the clock reaches 0, if a play has not begun, there is no play. You cannot play after that. It's not like, it's not they got it off close. No, the quarter is over then. What we do have to do is flip the field and start the game again. So you wouldn't allow a team to come back out on the field 20 minutes after the game's over and kick a field goal and say, hey, we won. No, when the clock reaches 0-0, it's over. In the NBA, we look to see if that ball is out of the guy's hands when he's shooting when that clock hits 0-0. Is that play in process, or is he making a play after the game, after the buzzer? And if you do that, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. I hear here because this is one of those big things. That was a big play. Not that it changed the game, but that's a big play. And who's to say that after the quarter's over, you go reset, flip the field, and they do the exact same play? That's fine. But it's got to happen within game time. What you're saying is that maybe the other team has watched the clock go to 0-0 and they back off half a step, right? It's got to be reviewable, first of all, because you have got to make those things right. Because right now, what I hate here is that there are a lot of times when they say it's not reviewable, that's not reviewable. If it's wrong, you've got to correct it. Dude, don't make it arbitrary about which penalties, infractions, mistakes are reviewable or not. Just make the game right. Otherwise, we are going to have to start putting asterisks on games that, yeah, this arbitrary rule could be reviewed, and so we got that, but this one couldn't be. We got that wrong, and it ended up affecting the outcome of the game. First of all, we got to make everything reviewable. And then secondly, we've got to correct those types of things, even if it's significantly after the play. Someone up in the NFL officiating Skybox has to call and say, hey, the clock went dead. Yep, that play didn't count. I get it. You guys didn't catch it. I get it. There's this deep state within the NFL. We don't want our NFL refs to look incompetent. We don't want to call them out. It's going to make them gun shy about calling penalties or calling infractions later. You know what? I don't give a rip. Then you replace them. You replace them and get competent people. And I get in the heat of the moment, at the speed of game, all that stuff, it's going to be hard to catch every little thing. But you know what? I don't care. It would be fine if you were like, yeah, we've got a bunch of refs on the field. I just wish we had slow-mo cameras to double check stuff so that we get it really right. You know what? They got them. And they've got them at the NFL. And we all watch them at home. And so the fact that you can't say, hey, some of these things are not reviewable is ridiculous. I get it if it's a high school football game. I get it if this is a regional soccer game. There just might be limitations to how deep you can check, but the NFL, it's not like that. And it's not like you don't have ways to check, and it's not like you don't have ways to check quickly. Get it right. Everything is reviewable. And it's not like the play clock. The game clock is different. Then let the NBA know. Let the NBA know when the buzzer goes off, you still got a little time. Take the shot. You got a little time. It's a little fungible, right? A second, 2 seconds, a minute, 20 minutes, an hour, the next day. The next day, go out and hit a three and adjust the score. Pacers won. Yeah, they went out and hit a three the next day. You know what? That's my rant for today. Peter Von Panda, out.